Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. Today I'd like to share with you how to crochet the cluster stitch and also how to eliminate any of the gaps that you can often get when you work the cluster stitch. Okay, let's get started. Whatever size you'd like your project to be, just make sure you start with an even number of chains. So first of all, skip the loop on your hook and miss this first chain and single crochet in the top loop of the next chain. Then chain 1, skip the next chain and single crochet into the top loop of the next chain. Chain 1, skip a chain, single crochet into the next chain, and we do this all the way across. And what we're doing is creating some one chain spaces to work our cluster stitch into. And skip this one and into the final chain, a single crochet. Now to help get a neat edge, don't chain 1, just turn your work and into that very first stitch just here, not having the loop too tight on your hook, pop your hook under that first stitch, the top of the first stitch, and do a single crochet. And now you can see there's a little leg here on the left. Pop your hook underneath there and work another single crochet. And what this does, it builds the chains and it helps fill in the gap that you would have. Now we're going to work a cluster into this next space here, and to work a cluster you work incomplete stitches and then join them together once you've worked several. Okay, so we're going to make some incomplete double crochets, 3 in total. So yarn over as you normally would for a double crochet, insert your hook into the space, yarn over, pull through. You'll have 3 loops on your hook. Now just work off 2 loops and leave 2 on your hook. And again, work another incomplete double crochet by yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and then work off 2 loops. And then yarn over again, back into that same space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and work off 2 loops, and you have 4 loops on your hook. So if you look carefully, you can see here you have 1, 2, 3 incomplete double crochets. So to turn them into a cluster, just yarn over and pull that yarn through all the loops on your hook. And now you've created a little cluster of double crochets. And then chain 1. And you repeat this in each space to the end. So just explain again. 1 incomplete double crochet, 2 incomplete double crochets, and 3 incomplete double crochets. And of course you have your loop here on your hook. Then yarn over and pull through all 4 loops and chain 1. Once more in the next space. And then pull through all 4 loops and chain 1. And then we have 1 more space here. So we've actually got 2 2 incomplete double crochets, and we need 3. 4 loops on our hook, pull through all 4. Now for this final end stitch, we don't do a chain 1 after the cluster, just do a double crochet into that very first stitch here. If you just identify by turning your work, you'll see there are 2, there's a little V there. Just pop your hook underneath both loops. This very first one is a little fiddly, it gets easier as you go on. And then do a yarn over pull through and complete your double crochet. And that gives you a nice neat edge with no gap, the same at each end. Right, so you could change colour if you prefer, but I'm more about just showing you how to do this stitch today and not get any gaps. So once again, don't chain, turn your work and then straight into that very first stitch here, going under the both of the loops, work a single crochet, not too tightly, and then chain 1, and now between the clusters do a single crochet, chain 1, a single crochet between the clusters, chain 1, single crochet between the clusters again, chain 1, and we're now at the end, so we do need a single crochet, but it's identifying the best place to put it not to get any gaps. So if you just have a little look here, you'll see that little bar just there. You'll see the top of a stitch there and there. It's under that second stitch. So jump over this one and go in there under 2 loops. As you can see then, you've got that little bar and 1, 2 V's, that second V, and do a single crochet. And it gives you a really neat edge. Right, so we're going to turn again, no chains, and straight in that first single crochet, a single crochet, and into that very first little leg there, a single crochet, and then we're ready to work our clusters into the gaps or into the 1 chain spaces. So we'll go ahead and do those. Again, chain 1, and there's the space between the single crochets. Chain 1, and this is a lovely stitch for a lot of different projects, including blankets, scarves, cushion covers, washcloths if you use cotton. And it does work up quite quickly too. Yes, we've got 1 more gap, so we do a chain and our last cluster here. No chain at the end, and go straight into the stitch, the first stitch. So look for that little bar, aim for the stitch just above it and go under the 2 loops. I've gone under too many there. There we go. And complete your double crochet. Now it's just a case of repeating the last 2 rows over and over, and this is how you get the cluster stitch and the nice neat edges. So here it is again. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and if you're not already subscribed, it'd be great if you would, and if you've enjoyed, please hit the like button and also the bell notification so you don't miss any future videos. So thanks again and see you soon. Bye for now.